Welcome to another episode of the Brittany Sherell Podcast. I am your host, Brittany Sherell, and I am so glad to have you here. For those of you visiting for the first time, you're going to want to hit subscribe. And just know that this podcast is a safe space for the busy, high-achieving, aka superwomen of the world to pull off their capes and get the resources they need to restore themselves, to pour back into self and build self up. Because our personal goals and dreams are so important. And today our topic is money. Let's talk money, honey. Money. We are going to take money head on. As women, we tend to be the last ones at the table conversing about money, but I'm here to give it to you raw. We all need it. So we're not loving money, but we are understanding and acknowledging the fact that money is a very valuable tool to help us move through life in a way that we can provide even more impact and that we can live a higher quality of life, because that's what we are supposed to do. We have permission to have money. We have permission to experience prosperity. Like we are that. We are supposed to experience that. But a lot of times we excuse ourselves from the conversation. But today, we are going to talk about the importance of taking money head on. The best way to do this is to get real intimate with our numbers. We have to look at our numbers and own them. We can't duck and dodge our numbers any longer. We really need to get serious about taking our numbers head on. And the numbers that I'm speaking of are our money numbers. Your money numbers are, of course, your credit score. Yes, ma'am. Your bank account balance. Yes, ma'am. This is also taking a look at what you have in your check-ins versus what you have in your savings. Like, where are we at, sis? We can't run from this. This is something that we need to sit down, and this will really help alleviate a lot of anxiety we experience because we just choose not to deal with it a lot of times. But we have to get intimate with our numbers, look it head on, and accept where we are, because the only way we can advance, the only way we can level up is if we are very honest with ourselves about where we are in this moment. We need to know our starting point so that we can assess our progress effectively, right? So let's get intimate with our numbers this week. Really take a look at your spending habits, your relationship with money. Do you spend based on emotions? What is your overall debt? Something that I didn't do for a long time was look at my overall debt. I would just look at like, oh, okay, I owe this on this card, I owe this on that card, but I didn't like look at the whole grand scheme of things. Like, what do you owe in complete debt, like mortgage, car payments, student loans, everything, credit card debt? What is your overall debt? You need to know that number as well. Where do you stand with your retirement? Where do you stand with investments? Get to know your numbers, and we are going to put our money in the place we want it to be. Like, we're going to put money in its place, baby. Money is no longer going to tell us what to do. We're going to tell it what to do, because we run it, okay? And I want us to elevate in every area of our life, including money. So it starts with getting to know our numbers. So this week, to help you get to know your numbers better, I'm going to provide you with a link to some printable budget worksheets. Let me insert that keyword, free printable budget worksheets. These worksheets will really help you get to know your numbers, get to know your habits, and help you assess your relationship with money so that we can also be our best selves financially. So I'm going to drop that link in the description box as well as in the Facebook group. And I hope you guys really take this serious. Download the worksheets, figure out what works best for you, and get serious about your money, because we're pulling up to the table now. We're not going to run from money conversations. We're going to run into them. We're going to be facilitating those conversations. We're going to start those conversations, baby. We're not even going to be waiting for people to invite us to the table. We're going to say, excuse me, you need to pull up a chair. We need to talk, okay? But it starts here with getting to know our numbers for ourselves. So I hope that you will be able to gain some value to carry with you throughout your week. And if that's the case, please rate and review the podcast. Share it with someone else that you think can benefit, including this budget worksheet link. Share it with people that you think will benefit from it, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help and empower each other and spread the good stuff. So after you've rated and reviewed and hit subscribe if you haven't already, you know what you need to do. Girl, get back to your dreams.